I've been asked to find the domain of this graph, and since this is a continuous graph, meaning it's a line, I'm going to use Dolar the robot to remind me of how to read domain and range. So we're asked for domain. Dolar stands for domain is read from left to right. So I know that I'm reading this graph from left to right. So I'm going to first just start and put a little bit of a highlighter at my left and right boundary. But when I try and put a highlighter at this left boundary, I have an arrow. That means I don't have a boundary over here. No matter where I try and put my boundary, my arrow is going to continue. So there is no boundary on the left side. On the right side, my boundary, I've got a nice little dot right there. So I've got my boundary on the right side. So now I'm going to go ahead and start writing my domain. So since I don't have a boundary on the left side, a lot of times we'll write it as infinity. I'm going to put the infinity sign, but that's not how we're going to leave our answer. And then we know it's domain, so domain goes in the middle. And then on the right side, we are all the way, we're looking at the x-axis right here. So we're right here at 5 on the x-axis. So I'm going to go ahead and put my 5. And then we never reach infinity. So that's going to be a less than sign. And then we are a closed dot, so less than or equal to. Now, that is Dolar the robot. That is the domain. However, we never write infinity like this. We don't write this, and on test answers, they don't have an infinity button, apparently. So we're just going to kind of ignore this area because we know that this goes on forever. So if you just kind of ignore that, you can see what we really have as an answer. And our answer is what's left. So x is less than or equal to 5.